All right, good morning. So today is Friday, February 24th, and we are live on Facebook for our morning devotion. So today's pretty warm. I think it's going to be a high of like 74 or something like that today, and then 39 on Friday or on Saturday. So big swing in the next couple of days. Here in Ohio, the big weather swing back and forth. So, today we're going to be in Psalm 30, verses 6 through 12. And so let me just go ahead and we'll jump in. So it says this. It says, "When I felt secure, I said, I will never be shaken. Lord, when you favored me, you made my royal mountain stand firm. But when you hid your face, I was dismayed. To you, Lord, I called. To the Lord I cried for mercy. What is gained if I am silenced, if I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you? Will it proclaim your faithfulness? Hear, Lord, and be merciful to me. Lord, be my help. You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy, that my heart may sing your praises and not be silent. Lord, my God, I will praise you forever." So, David is finishing this psalm this morning, and he speaks of a trap that oftentimes we can fall into very easily. One of the traps that we can find ourselves in fairly quickly in life, especially when life is going good, is a sense of like a self-confidence, almost a boasting or an arrogance or an entitlement that we deserve, or we receive the favor of God because we deserve it. One of the things that we can fall into very quickly when things are going good, especially when we're experiencing security and comfort, is a pride and an arrogance. And David begins this half of the psalm saying that he fell into that trap. That when he felt secure, he said, I will never be shaken, because the Lord, he favors me. He has made my royal mountain stand firm. And so David, he confesses that he fell into the sin of pride. He fell into that trap of arrogance, thinking that, hey, I'm the king of this kingdom. I'm the one who's established its borders. I'm the one who protects it. And he kind of, just for a moment in his life, he forgets about God and how God has been the one who's been beside him all this time. And I think that if we're honest with ourselves, man, we can fall into that trap. We can fall into that trap of pride from time to time. Now, what's interesting is that what will happen when we fall into that self-pride or whatever you want to call it, is that God will sometimes, he will say, okay, well, if that's what you want to trust in, then by all means go ahead. And he will remove his security from us. And that's what we see happening here with David. It says that when you hid your face, I was dismayed. And that all of a sudden he realized, oh my goodness, it's not, things are falling apart because I've fallen into this trap of pride. See, what will happen is that God will, he will remove himself so that what we are putting our faith into, or what we're putting our security into, will shake. God will allow for earthly things that we trust in to be shaken so that we will return to him and return to the one who's unshakable. Jesus says it like this. Jesus says at the end of the Sermon on the Mount, "Therefore, anyone who hears the words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. But a foolish man hears the words of Jesus and doesn't put them into practice. He's like a person who builds his house on sand." And so you and I, we have a choice. What are we going to build our lives on? What are we going to trust in? Are we going to trust on shakeable things like sand? or are we going to put our trust in unshakable things and build our lives upon the rock? So that when the storms of life happen, we don't find ourselves falling apart, but we find ourselves secure. So I feel like I'm ranting. Sorry for that. But hopefully that makes sense to you guys this morning. Today is Friday, and so it's Step Out in Faith Friday. And so every day is a great day to step out in faith, but on Fridays we want to be intentional about stepping out in faith as we feel the Lord leading us. And so hopefully you guys have a great weekend. No devotions on Saturday or Sunday. Enjoy today. It's going to be nice today here in Ohio, and then it's going to be cold tomorrow. So enjoy today. We will see you guys on Monday. Love you all. Bye.